Super Bowl, do you care? Is this something
Yeah,
you're
I
invested?
mean, I don't like the fact that both teams wear the same uniforms. That's going to be confusing.
Yeah.
And,
They'll probably try to find some way to have contrast.
yeah, I don't know who's going to go for the white jersey part, but yeah, it's interesting though. In this sensitive time, they're still called the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
They've kind of gotten away with that.
Yeah,
I feel
they
like
have.
they
They got a pass. I
Yeah.
guess because it's upper management, the chief, versus Washington, which even now Washington is actually himself in trouble for being a slave owner. So this is like pretty soon the most offensive part of Washington Redskins is not going to be Redskins.
Oh, you think it's going to be
Washington?
Washington?
Yes.
They're going to change the name of Washington,
Yes,
D.C.
yes.
to Redskins, D.C. They're going to be like, this is weirdly better now. How did you come up with the title Wrong Side of History? What was the game plan there?
Well, just because everybody thinks they're on the right side. One thing everybody has in common is everybody feels like they're one of the good people
Right.
in this planet. There's probably maybe 7 people on this planet that think I'm part of the problem. So everybody ends up on the wrong side. We keep thinking we're going to change. We keep thinking, everybody thinks they evolve, but only externally. Like technology evolves, but human nature stays the same as the 7 deadly sins. Never change, only now they're digital. Facebook, envy. Twitter, wrath. Instagram, pride, lust, gluttony, greed, and sloth.
That really says a lot about it as an app. Yeah. Are you? Then are you aware at times like maybe I, Colin Quinn, am also wrong about this?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, but even when I'm wrong about it, I'm like, at least I'm one of the good ones that knows he's wrong about that.
So that's really, since
So
we
even
can't
that-
actually be good people, the best we can be is like know that we're wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah. If we can admit that part, then we've made some real progress
Yeah.
as the human race. This is your 9th time on the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And like I say, on this show, it's no pressure. Thanks. But it's no pressure on me on this show because if I bomb on the show, I just go on with my life.
Yeah.
My wife has to show up tomorrow.
Yeah.
And everybody on the staff knows I bombed. And she has to and then she has to sit through the morning meeting and they can't say, by the way, we're never gonna have that unfunny bastard on again. So instead they have to have meetings with like, okay, so yesterday's show, I feel like people are a little, getting back from the weekend. So it's kind of a rough thing. The impeachment, people don't want to laugh at the impeachment,
Yeah. Will you be able to tell when you see her after how she felt it went? Are you good at reading her post a set or post?
Yeah, she's not really good at hiding it.
Do you think as a comedian you thought it was really important to marry an audience you could read right away? You didn't want someone who was inscrutable?
Yeah, well, she tries to hide it at first, and then she just starts to get annoyed. And she's like, but I thought you were going to do that other joke.
One of the things you said in your vows that I remember is that she, which is very sweet, she still gets nervous for you before you do a show.
Yeah.
And that must be nice. That's an endearing quality about Jen.
I guess, it would be better if she's just like, you got it, pal. She's probably in the corner of the studio right now, like, what's he saying, all this stuff?
I did recently, because, Alexi will come with me to things, and a lot of times she'll come, especially to charity events where I'll host in the city. And those are, by nature, slightly harder shows. Very wealthy people.
To put it mildly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Another thing is, again, often you're raising money for a good cause
Right.
that is, at its core, depressing to think about.
Right.
So maybe you go on right after someone's come up and explained exactly how dire the situation
Yeah, they
is.
show the film, the short film, and everyone's suffering, and then you're like, hey.
Yeah.
You ever take the 2 train? Come on.
You think they have it bad? You take it on the 2 train. But I will say, I think any spouse should be. Alexi's usually pretty uplifting and pretty encouraging afterwards.
Yeah.
And I did one recently, just pure flop sweat. And it was that thing of being up there and bombing at a level that it was kind of refreshing to know, I can still bomb like this.
Yes,
And there's really.
It's humbling and
Yeah,
purifying.
it's humbling, and then it makes you feel good as well about the times you do well because you realize you're just this close to the other.
It's part of
And then I went back and I thought well, at least she'll tell me, she'll put it in perspective for me.
Right.
And I sat down and she was like, that was real bad. Yeah. But I appreciated that because you can't, you know, if they lie to you, if she'd have said that was great then, I would never have been able to trust her again. You know, don't you? You need like good feedback sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, would you say that you are fellow comedians, like, do you still have a core group of fellow comedians who are very honest with you, that are helpful, like when you do a set somewhere?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And, I mean, but like you said, they love it too. They'll just be like, ooh. Ooh. You know.
You're obviously you have a long friendship with Jerry Seinfeld. He's directed some of your stage shows.
Sure.
He, I've talked recently with other people. Like the great thing about Jerry, he's very open about giving his opinion. No
Sure.
hesitation to share.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but a great sort of joke scientist.
Yeah. Totally.
And that must have been nice to have him direct shows for you in the past.
Yeah, because when it's another comedian, like it is that shorthand that, like, you know, that people that do it understand what like if you're not getting laughs, like me right now, for example.
But you got it, see?
Yeah.
You knew what to do. Colin Quinn, everybody.